Friends, and welcome to another tutorial. I've been checking on Civil 3D on Protastructure. This is tutorial. It will help you to get started with Protastructure. So this is for beginners. So if you are an advanced designer, you can go to the next video. But if you are not, this is a video for you. So before we begin, as usual, we'll do the thing that we usually do, and that is sharing on perhaps one of the greatest lessons that we have learned so far. And that being said, I'll be sharing on enthusiasm. And the book that I will be referring to is a book that I read some few months ago, and that is Wishes Won't Make You Rich by Napoleon Hill. In that book is a conversation between Napoleon and Dale Carnegie, and there is something that is so good there that I found out about enthusiasm, and I'll be sharing it with you today. So if you have something that you need to share, you need to share if it is valuable to other people. So I have one, and I'll be sharing um, that right now. So in that book, he talks about enthusiasm, and he says that it is equivalent to having a positive mental attitude. It must be controlled by self-discipline, or it can be misdirected. Enthusiasm is important because it moves beyond thinking first and act to carry one's major plan based on definite major purpose. Enthusiasm is faith in action. So it is important to be effective speaker because speech is principal way one exhibit enthusiasm. It is important to take action immediately and not procrastinate. Thinking, hoping, and dreaming are not enough. Thinking, hoping, and dreaming are not enough. You must act to achieve your goals. Wishes won't bring riches. And I found that profound from that book. And we want to say thanks to those philosophies, if I may say, and I love it. So with that, let's get started. So today I'll be taking you through product structure, and we are going to look at everything that you need to know for you to get started with product structure. So if you don't have this software, you can download it. You can go to your get into PC, you download it from there, and then you can get to install it. But if you don't, and if you have it, it's open, you can get started. So the first thing that I will do is to open a new project, and I will call it training, like that. And then I will be using the UK BS standards. But if you need to specify the Euro codes, then you use the codes that you need to use. But for me, this time I'll be using the BS standards. So I click OK. And the software will take me to this interface. This interface is the interface that you get when you open Protastructure. Currently, I'm using it Protastructure 2021. I'm a bit behind, but nothing that we cannot do using this software. So the first things first. You get this icon. If you click it, you get to maximize your software or a display. You get to save, quick save there. You get to undo, and then you get to redo. And this one is refresh connectivity information. Since for ours is cracked, we don't need it. But here is where you get your setting and the option. Need it, close it. Also here you get your, or you save your project, you open your project like any other tool. And building set out here, you get to new open other things, you get to import external reference drawing like that, like that. Also you get to setting here, and you get to setting display, project template, and other things. But we don't need it. Let's go to modeling. So here you will specify there. Here you get workgroups, separate or merge members, and you also get still members here. And let's check on them. You will have the column here, the beam, the trusses, the trim, the green, the brace, the frame, and the crowding. Here you get support types, so you get to choose the type of support. Here you get to choose if it is pinned, roller support, or fixed support. So that being said, we come to loading. So here is loading cases and combination. This case, it is for the building. Here you get to apply the earthquake waves, and here you get to apply the wind load. Here is the earthquake waves on earthquake load, and here it's the effect of wind. You ensure that you get them here, temperature difference data, and then so far so forth. You get review, building model check, and label members, move members to axis, and other stuff there. Fix the almost design status, column section, beam section, material, beam mold, slab addition, and drive load. So here is where you apply your live load, and then you get to BIM interrogation status. Here on analysis, you get to analyze your building through building analysis, FE from analysis, FE left. Foundation analysis, update steel bus, edit steel members or steel bus, axis load and beam, and here you get all your type of foundation pad, and others. Column punching check, you get to check them here so that your column will not fail. Beams, slabs, ribs, and then also you get your steel members again here. So drawing reports, as the name suggests, is where you generate your reports, most of your reports, and quantity extraction tables, report managers, and also other reports. Also in BIM, you can get to export Revit, to import Revit file to Protastructure, or you can get to export image to active view, export STL file to 3D printer, export 3D PDF, export to SAP 2000, export to ETABS. You can get all this. That's it and that. Let's get to display. Here you can get to refresh your display. Here you get to display settings, visual interrogation. You get to rotation, and let's go to the raster that is view. You can get to reset. You can change to tiles horizontal. You can change to tiles vertical, smart, plan, 3D physical model, 3D Reaper model, and analytical model. So you get all that, and that is the structure. So when you open your Protastructure, you have I'm going to check something here. Something is not in order, but we are good. Let's continue. So do anything you can. Perhaps if you is to draw columns, you will not be able to do that until go there again. So it is in modeling. You click on the orthogonal axis generator like that, and then you click anywhere perhaps to my orthogonal axis to be in a space of 5,000. Then I can specify maybe I want them to be 5, and then this one to be 3. I'll just click OK, and then I will have now this orthogonal axis generated, and then I get to insert other things. So for this case, I can insert a column like that, and if I just needed many, I can just press there and then columns that I need like that, like this and like that. So if I change to 3D, we can get to see whatever we did there, right, that. So we have these ones. So if I right click again and click ribbon model, you can get to see whatever we have. So this is the ribbon model, but let's go back. It's the 3D. We get to see the column. It's not done. Let's click column again. So you get several types of column here. I don't need these columns, so I'm just going to select them. Okay, I need to unselect cross, select all of them, and then delete. So I delete all the columns, click OK. Because if I click the axis, they are going to be deleted, all of them. So I click column again. I can change the width of that column here. I can change the dimension. I will at kinda column. I will select there. Then I'll draw there. Then I get to see whatever I have. Now these are the T sections. So I am going to view them here and select all of them. I'm going to delete columns, click OK, and there they're gone. So column again, let's finish with each and every feature there. So you can choose how you want them to be joining, whether you need them to join at the end or the center, and so forth, and so on. So I click center, and then I click update. So other things that you need to do. So on the story, you can specify. On the drop, there is no much things that I usually change. I don't change much of them. But here, you can also change to any kind of, of column that you need. And with that, I am done with the columns. So if you have any question, please feel free to type there and ask your question, and it will be attended to. So with that, I am happy that we are done with columns now. Let's go to wall. So wall, we cannot insert a wall without inserting a beam. That would be actually illegal, like we inserting a wall without any support. That should not be done in any engineering practice. So the first thing that but before then, let's explore the wall, and then we can get to draw a simple model. So I click wall, and here I can choose the type of wall. Here I can choose the dimensions of the wall. Here I can also change I can also specify on which story, and so forth and so on. So click update, and then if I come here, I can draw a wall like that, and then I can view that wall, and it will be there like that. So that is how you draw a wall in Protastructure. That's it and done. Let's get to beam. I'll just delete that wall, and we'll be using these combinations. So that is done. Let's go to beam. I'll click there, and then the height to be 500 mm. Here the labels and other things. Support band, I can also change board color beam here. I click another one, and another one, and click escape, and then I can view that one. There I have my beam, right that. So that is how you get to draw a beam. With that said, let's insert a slab. You cannot insert a slab without inserting your beam. So let's draw a slab. Let's go back to our plan. I will choose a slab, and then I choose here, and then my slab will have been inserted like that. So here I have a slab that I have already inserted here, and it's there fitting nicely. That's it and done. Let's get to insert it. You have to specify the part that you need to insert that slab, and let's see whether it's changing. So you have to specify the place. You just need to click there, and the slab will be inserted like that. How the rib slab. The beam reaches it there, and then I can be able to view it like this. So this is how the rib slab will look like, slab strip. But that's it and done. Let's get to steel members. Before we get to steel members, let's check out how we can use these combinations tutorial, because this is to help you get started. So that being said and done, let's delete. I'm just going to delete the rib strap, the click and the beams, and I click OK. So I'm just going to use this axis, orthogonal axis that I generated, and then I'm going to insert first my and click there. Then I here. So I click there. I join with this one, and also join with this one. Click yes, like that. And I click you how you can do it. So I'm going to slab, click there, click there, like that, and then click update and cross. So slab, I can insert go to view, display, whatever I have. So I have like this thing done already, and then the next thing that I'm going again, column, I will insert my column there, my column there, my columns there, inserted my let's try it. So I will go to generate story, and then I copy this one to one, and then click OK. Do some magic, click there, and then click one, click two, and do click one, click two, and then get to this one, and then click OK, and then you get that. We cross that, and we must view it and see whatever we have. So we have generated another flow from the flow that we had, like this, like that. Very simple and very cheap. Our building cheap. So I'm going to generate another story until it is 5 first, so that you can get to understand. So I will insert first story, insert. You can just command it here. I click insert. Then here we click 2 since I have one. Then click OK, and then whatever it's doing here, we don't we don't we don't appreciate it. So I'm going back, Control Z, Control Z. We are at the end of it, so I'm going to generate now. You have to be very wise on generate, click enter. I click now number one on number two to generate on number two. Click OK, like that, and then I get to cross. So we have a two-story here, like that, and we have been able to generate the members, the friends here very nicely, and then we can be able to apply the load, the word bearing, and other stuff. So that is very easy and simple. So the next thing I'm going to generate so that it will be a 5-story. So I'm just going to, again to insert this, click there, click number 3, click OK, and then now I'm going to insert to generate, click there, click number 3, number 2, click to number 3, and then click. Then you have all that, and then you cross. So by now I know comments there, and we'll be able to do that. So we have been able to insert all this. And this, if it is a residential house, and maybe perhaps here and again the same floor. So that's how you get to combine all those that we have rant about. But perhaps if I needed was, I would just insert them. So I go to here, I can just draw my wall, click wall again, click there, update, click there, it's not inserting, let's check. I'm going to try wall. It's much advisable so that when you are drawing your walls, just draw them before so that like you draw them like before you go to the next story, you insert everything, you generate the next story like that. But also you can get also to do it here. I don't know why it's not working. I think the wind might have been the problem, so I'm going to select the wall again. So this is 500 by 2. Let me try again. I try this to there. Don't know why it's refusing. Let's try outside and see. So it's a problem with so after we had crossed so you can also add roads on your slabs and other things. And you can also get to add your drive roads if you want. You can add drive roads. That is, you can specify, for example, if I go to loading there and then slab additional roads, and then I edit material, I specify, for example, to be 90, then click additional again, and make it 60, then okay, apply, and then I have that as my, so that means already I have applied a road, line road there, and that's why it has changed to that color. So you get to view your structure like that. Check body, we going up to there. So I'm going to, so on the other things that I can analysis and other things we are going to do them throughout this week, throughout next week. So subscribe, comment, and we'll continue to share more information and more videos on Protastructure and other engineering software. So feel free to like and subscribe and share, comment, and let's build a community together. So with that said, a new file. So I just click here, then I click new project, and then I click yes. So I want us to check the steel structures, the steel members, so that you can get started with the proper structure using reinforced concrete structure, using reinforced concrete members and also steel members. So we get to look at steel members and how we can use them to design our structures. So I'm going to go retraining 2. So I'm going to click here, go retraining 2, and then I'm going to use the UK standards. But of course, we can change, but it is still that. I click OK, and then now we can get to structure, like we can get to steel members. So the first thing that I'm going to do is to introduce you to steel, and then we will be able to this is just a simple project that we did right there, and we can get to move. And at the end of this, you have something you will have created for yourself. So sit in and let's get started. So this way you access your steel members. If you need a steel column there, you can be able to insert it there. But before then, you also need to do the same thing that we did. Access a token access generator. Click there. I'm not going to change much. Maybe perhaps I need this to be 7. And then click OK. And I will have something like this. So so if I need to insert a column, I'm just going to insert it the same way I inserted my other things. I can put them there, and then I can view them in 3D like that. So here I will have my steel members like this, very nicely like that. So let's go back to column mode once again. Then you get to specify the label. You can specify the story, and also you can change the angles, but that's not much important. So the much important thing is how they join with other members, and that you get to specify here. On the type, you can change the type of steel that you're using. For this case, you are using this one, the I section, that is the UC, and then you can specify if you need a nail, if you're using a rectangle, if you're using any other, the circle one, you can get to specify what kind of steel that you are using. So if you're using other types of steel, you can specify on what type of steel that you're using. But for this case, we can also change if you feel like we want to change, but I think we're okay up to there. So the next thing I'm going to insert some steel there and some steel there. So that's how you can work with steel, and then you can view them all together, and it's like this. So we are going to do a simple project here and see how it's going to be like. So stay tuned. There is something special for you. So that's it. Insert our beams here and click update. I'm going to run. I'm going to insert my beams here. So go back to beams. Insert beam here to there. Click yes. Click here, yes. Click here, yes. Click there, yes. Like that. So you can change the labels and other things. So I click escape, but I think I'm okay like that. I'm going to click OK, and then I can view how I have connected those bits. The next thing that I'm going to go is go to my structure, and then here I can also connect them the way that I want them to be. I can connect frames. Let's go to frames. Frame members, I click update, and then I click here, and then I can join them here. Can change several things here, like this. Connect there, connect there, connect there, connect there, like this. Connect here, connect there. So you can do magic with this software if you master it. It's just require you to just master it. So I'm going to select there, put there, 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 select there, there, there. We're going to do one side only. The rest you can do it for yourself. So update again. Then I'm going to click there. Okay, let's finish at that. Okay, it's there again. So it was running slow, but we have been able to do. I cross this one, then I will rotate it like this, then increase it like this. So this is how you can do the other sides, and then if you do all those sides like that, then something will be coming out. So that's how you can do all that. But I don't want this tutorial to be so long. That's why I'm so fast in doing this. I'm going to select the truss, and I can just select here, press there, and then I can select the type of truss that I need. For this case, I need more circular, and then I'm not going to change much, but if you need to change something, you can change there. And then I will have them like this, like that, then I can insert them like that, click escape. So I have my trusses. So I'm going to select this one, right click, and then you click properties, and then you click OK, and then you can insert another one here, Click this one, copy, and then paste, I think. So copy here, so Control Z, so Control Escape, and I think with that we will have that. So at least we have a structure there. There is made of steel, like a greenhouse or something. And then the next thing that you're going to insert frames before then. Let's insert frames so that you can be able to insert cladding. So I'm going to select frames again. Then select there to the end. Select there to the end. Like that. And I need to make sure that everything is okay. So I need to be moving around it to see that I am just on like that, and then I think we should be okay with that. Is going to cladding. Let's wait for it to so with that it's so something here we have done a mistake on the columns here. We have okay, it's here. We're going to select this one, going to delete that. We did it by mistake. So with that, that's how you can get started. So if your church need structure like this one or a better one, you can just volunteer to do it or to give us to do it for you. And that's how we get to design more safer structure, because more safer structure is more better life. So with that, I want to come to the end of this tutorial, hoping that you have learned a lot and that you have